Hey guys, what's up? Today I got a PU match. This one is against Kotatriceratops. And yeah, it's a PU match. I've got Lampent. I am using my what's that thing called? Leopard again because it's cool. I have Wish Cash, which I haven't actually used in a long ass time. It's really actually an interesting Pokemon. I don't know. It's just a lot of HP, but everything else is kind of meh on it, so I don't really use it that much. Electros, cool. Again, slow but really strong, so I don't know how it fell down to PU, but it did. So people are kind of weird. Anyways, he's gonna lead with his Beedrill. I thought it'd be that, or maybe actually I don't remember. But he uses Drill Run, which is actually a Black and White 2 move tutor move, and I told him like, why are you using new movesets? This is a Black and White battle. And he was just kind of like, oh. So I was sort of on edge for like the unexpected because I'm like, I don't know what he's going to have because I haven't had a Black and White 2 battle ever. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm expecting like elemental punches on random things or whatever. But he switches to Vanillux, expecting me to switch to Leafeon. But I'm just going to switch right back out to Lampent because it can take Ice Beams for days. And I'm hoping he doesn't have HP Ground and that he has Hidden Power Fire or Fighting for Steel types. Oh, Ground would be for Steel types too, but yeah. So I Pain Split. He switches out to Basculin, which is another thing I'm really unsure of why it's PU. I mean, it's basically an Azumarill, except that it's actually stronger. It's just not as defensive. And doesn't have like superpower or ice punch. Just basically Waterfall, Aqua Jet, Crunch, Return, Taunt if you want it, but yeah. And like Double Edge, I think, but Return's better. So I go for the Yawn. I was expecting him to go into his Unfezant, but he goes into his Bronzor anyway, so either one's fine. I'm gonna switch out, go to Lampent in case he wants to set up Stealth Rock and stay in, and risk or not risk, but be put to sleep. But he actually goes out to Basculin, so I'm going to switch back out to Leafeon. I'm like, he can't do anything to me. His Waterfall's not going to do that much. I do have Synthesis anyways, so it's really not that big of a deal. He uses Crunch, which, assuming he has adaptability, Waterfall does the exact same thing, although Crunch can lower my defense, so it's technically better. But, yeah, not a big deal. So I'm going to go for the Leaf Blade this time. I know, again, either Unfezant or Bronzor, I can't really do any damage to them, but whatever. I'm thinking maybe he's going to stay and get off another attack on the Yawn and then switch. But, yeah. So he switches to Unfezant. He doesn't have leftover, so I'm kind of thinking that's a little odd. So I'm thinking maybe he's like a Roost Toxic Substaller, because I do see Substitute. Basically a Zapdos set with Air Slash instead of like Discharge or Thunderbolt or whatever. But he shows me Swagger, and I'm like, fuck. I'm about to get screwed by hacks. And yeah, that's totally what's going to happen. I'm going to hit myself here. I do actually quite a bit of damage to myself, even though I don't have any attack investment, obviously, and I'm pretty sure Lampent's attack stat is really, really, really bad. But I'm going to switch out to Electros, basically, because I'm like, he's going to start air slashing me, and that's fine. But he actually swaggers again, and I'm like, no, shit. That's not good. That is not good. That is not good at all, because basically, I'm willing to sacrifice Electros. I just need to get the sub down. That way, I can go into my Leopard and really annoy him. But, yeah, he then has Psycho Shift. Yeah, Psycho Shift, or Psych Up, sorry. Psycho Shift is the status ailment swapping one. So yeah, now he's got +2, and he's got Return, and I'm like, well, crap, because I'm still hitting myself in confusion. Thankfully, I'm going to live, so I get off a Thunderbolt and break through the confusion finally. And I take out a Substitute. I'm thinking here he's going to want to hit me with a Return because he could either sub or Return. Either way, I'm going to kill myself with Life Orb, but he does. I'm thinking it would be a way. Like, he could just Return and kill me because an Electros at 2 HP is not really worth saving. But I guess he went with sub just on the off chance that I hit myself in confusion, and I do end up doing that, which actually works out better for me. Either way, him subbing is good because I can go into Leopard and Encore him into it. But he's actually going to switch out to Monferno, which I'm like, fuck, why? Why? God damn it. So I'm going to go for the substitute just to see if he's choiced and see if he locks himself into something. But he actually goes for the U-turn, and yeah, that obviously is gonna kill myself. And he's life orb too, so I'm like, why don't you have anything that's like choiced? Because like his Basculin's life orb, his Monferno's life orbs, like nothing's banded or scarfed, so I'm kind of like okay. But he goes back to Unpheasant. I'm thinking, let's substitute or let's Thunderwave first, because I'm thinking he's not gonna not gonna want to go for the status move, because I can then encore him into that, especially if I sub, but he doesn't know I have sub. He's gonna get a crit frustration, not return, as I said earlier, but whatever, same attack, just depends on their happiness. Which really sucks. I'm pretty sure I should have been able to live that, because Unpheasant's attack is like 100, so, yeah, and I have max HP. But whatever, I go to Wish Cache. I'm gonna Dragon Dance. I'm like, I can definitely take a return because, like, yeah, he has no boosts at all. But he Psycho Shifts or Psych-Ups me on the Dragon Dance, which is kind of risky because I could have not, but it's like, I don't care because you're paralyzed. You're not going to threaten me. Hit him with Stone Edge, which takes him out. I don't think a Waterfall would have killed him. It would have been a little close, but it was around 75%, so I didn't really want to take the risk. I'd rather just hit him with a Stone Edge, and, you know, if I missed, then it's like, well, shit. But, yeah. So it sends in Bronzor again. I don't want to take the risk that he is, because he could be heat proof. I do know some people like to carry heat proof because, like, no one's going to use Earthquake because they almost always carry Levitate, so heat proof actually helps you because, like, no one's going to use it because they don't want to, and then fire type attacks would actually do half because you have heat proof instead. So it's a mind gamey kind of thing. Just like I remember one time someone was saying how Clefable is a great counter to a Calm Minding Cresselia with Unaware because this, you know, Calm Mind boost won't do anything because you have Unaware, and no one's going to Toxic you because they assume you have Magic Guard. Now the thing is, you can tell, just like here, you can tell after a fire attack it does like nothing. You know, you can tell it's not going to have Levitate, and just like there, once your +6 Psychic does nothing or Ice Beam does nothing, you're going to be like, oh, I'll just Toxic it. But yeah, so it is kind of a mind game within the game. It's just like metagame, anti-metagame kind of set working against you. But we both kill ourselves. I do get a couple flinches, which I think he was trying to go for the rest anyways. So, but yeah, I end up dying to Toxic and Life Orb Recoil. But I go into my Lampent because I know unless he goes into Basculin, I beat both of his guys. And if he does go into Basculin, I can switch up to Leafeon and be perfectly fine. But I kill him with Shadow Ball and switch in, which is a little risky. I don't know why he did that. But I guess he didn't know I had Shadow Ball, but what else would I really have? So, go for the Flamethrower. He's going to hit with an Ice Beam, and that's not going to do much. Flamethrower is going to kill him with a crit, although, again, you know, Ice Beam wouldn't have killed me anyways. And if it did, I have Scarf Eradicate to kill his last two guys with Return. But, I know he's in with Monferno. I'm going to go for the Pain Split just because it's like, there's not much he can do. And apparently there's nothing he can do. Well, like, U-turn wouldn't kill me. It'd do like 20 damage. But, yeah, he's got Fire Punch, probably Close Combat, and either like Flare Blitz or Mach Punch to round out his set, and no like Stone Edge, which, again, I was kind of worried about, but Scarf Eradicate to kill him, and I had a couple other things I don't remember at the time. But whatever, because that's the end of the battle. So, pretty interesting match. Seeing some odd things. Monferno is really cool, actually. I have one, but like the set is so retarded. I don't know why I made it like that. But, well, I mean, it's okay because it's just weird. I don't know. I need to fix it. I don't know. It's like max attack and a lot of special attack and enough speed with a Choice Scarf to outspeed base 100s. But its speed stat is like 20 like EVs in it or something like that, so it's like it's really slow and almost any Scarfer outspeeds it, but it's strong, so it's like it's good but it's slow, so it's like if I know its limitations, which is that. But another thing too is there's a lot of low tiers with like random speeds. Well, PU not really, I mean NU kind of, but Zebstrika's NU, so that's a main worry, and there's no like Cinccino at 115, but there are a couple of weird speed things still, so it's useful in that it's like strong on both sides and it can outspeed a lot of stuff. But if you get anything like really fast or with a boost or a Scarf, they outspeed you, and it's like you don't want to bring 2 Scarfers, so he's kind of useless. I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I'll see you all on Monday.